Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all North and South Carolina students, sponsored by the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, more commonly known as CACRAO, and our partner StriveScan. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started with Paul Mitchell. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many sessions that have happened and are happening. If you'd like to check out some more, go to CACRAO.org. This presentation, as well as all of our other presentations, have been recorded and are being recorded. And at the same website, CACRAO.org, you can access this to watch later. I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters.
Hi, welcome. I am Angela.
I'm Brianna, and I'm the admissions leader.
And we are Paul Mitchell, the School of Raleigh. For those of you who may not know who we are a full cosmetology program. We're based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, and we will teach the basics in makeup, nails, and skincare. So we can go ahead and get started.
Wonderful.
Okay, let's go ahead and share our screen. Okay, perfect. So we have a culture that is different than pretty much any school you're ever going to come across. We have a school where we like to uplift people. We like to celebrate victories. So we like to celebrate birthdays and job interviews and all of that fun, exciting stuff that happens in your life. We also have what we call student-run programs. The slide that you should be seeing now actually goes into our design team. That is one of our more popular clubs that we do have. So design team is where if we have a fashion show or a prom or bridal party or anything fun like that happen, you're actually able to do the hair and makeup for those types of events. We typically work with NC State, and we do 2 to 3 career fairs with them every year on top of some other stuff that may come up that we're not usually expecting. We also have student council, which is actually set pretty similarly to the student council that you, I'm sure, have in high school already. So our student council, we're going to set up fundraising activities. So we do have fundraising at our school. We also will help celebrate graduations. We do birthdays. Sometimes we'll do learning leaders or future professionals of the month. All of that kind of stuff is run by student council. Okay. In Paul Mitchell, fundraising is a very big part of us. It's very near and dear to our heart. Since 2004, Paul Mitchell schools have raised over $21 million for charities all over the world. The ones that you're seeing on our slides now, this is actually on our corporate level that we have worked with. So all Paul Mitchell schools work with these specific charities. So we have Andrew Gomez Dream Foundation. We have the CAST Foundation, which is Coalition Against Sex Trafficking. Food for Africa. We have the Thirst Project. Children's Miracle Network Hospital, which that one's great because all of the money that we raise, it does stay local. It goes to the Duke University down the street. And then each year we actually do a different local charity. This year we actually did the Boys and Girls Club of Wake County. So we like to do fun activities when it comes to fundraising. We'll sometimes do bake sales. We've done princess parties and pirate parties where we have little kids come in. We get to do their hair and makeup. They watch movies. Typically, we like doing Frozen, but we kind of change that every year. And you're able to partake in all of those. Sometimes there's bake sales. So we try and mix it up every year and still keep it very fun.
Also, with our fundraising, so we actually kick off our campaign every February. And along those lines, to also give you the hands-on techniques and stuff, we will do cut-a-thons, we'll do blowouts. Right now we're actually in our breast cancer and ovarian cancer awareness months. So we are donating right now to an amazing organization called Bright Pink. So we do try to have something every month.
The way that our program works, once you start, you will start your first few weeks in what we call our core program. Core is just going to be learning the basics for you. So it's going to be getting used to the lingo, getting used to the tools, really building that foundation of your education. You don't have to have any kind of prior knowledge before you start in our program. So that's where we're going to help get you that stuff that you may think, oh my goodness, well, I don't know how to hold the shears. That's okay. We'll teach you all of that in core. Once you complete core, you go into what we call protege. So protege is that time period between being in core and working on live guests. Protege is typically where you're going to get used to working on live guests. You may spend some time out on the clinic class clinic classroom floor, which you can actually see behind us right now. That's where you'll be getting used to being on the floor. You're getting more comfortable so that you can take your live guest. You may actually be shadowing one of our future professionals who is a little bit closer to graduation, seeing what they're doing, how they are interacting with their guests, how the whole process works, working with the guests and your learning leaders and all of that on the floor. Once you complete Protégé, you'll go into what we call adaptive. That is where you're finally taking live guests, you're hitting the floor running, you're so excited to be with your guests, you're able to start doing cuts and colors and all of that, you're still getting used to it, you're still fairly new to the clinic classroom. And then near the end of the program, you'll enter what we call creative. Creative is where you're really good on the haircuts and colors and all the services you might be doing. You're ready to start expanding that knowledge. You're not necessarily, oh, I don't know how to do that. You're like, oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm so excited. I get to try this. We actually have somebody on our floor. I hope you can see her behind us. She's doing a half blue, half gray hairstyle right now. So she's very excited. You're getting to expand that. It was something she had never done before, but she was so excited and is going to hit the ground running with that. So you do kind of get different styles depending on what day you may be here. You never really know what to expect. And with our program, we actually, while you are in core those first few weeks, we will have you take what we call a multiple intelligence test. So it's really just letting us know a little bit more about your personality, a little bit more about how you learn. We do have the visual people who they like to have colors. They have to see everything right in front of them. I'm a very visual person. We have the audio people. Those are the people who always have to have music playing. Those people tend to like podcasts and stuff like that going on because they like to have sound when they're learning. And then we have the very physical people who always have to get up. They've got to do stuff. They've got to touch it. They've got to play with it. So we will tweak our program based on your learning style. That way we can help you retain all of that information. Our core learning leader actually was telling me not too long ago, she did have a class where every single person in that class was a very physical person. They hated sitting down. They hated doing their book work. So the way that she did it, they came in, they did their book work, they knocked it out before lunch. That way the rest of the day, they were up playing with their mannequin heads. They were doing hair, they were doing makeup, and they were a little bit more active so that they were able to retain that information and it still kept everything fun and exciting for them. And while you are within core, a big question that we get is, will you be working on hair or is it all just textbook work? You will be working on a mixture of textbook and mannequin hair. So it is a little bit more exciting than just sitting down at a desk all day, every day. You'll be getting up, you'll be doing stuff, you'll be learning how to curl hair, how to cut hair, color hair, all of that fun stuff within core. And then the slide you're seeing now is actually the kit that you receive when you start our program. On the very left corner, there is the rolling case. It comes with brushes, combs, you get the spray bottle for water. There is a manicure kit. It's actually a really great manicure kit. I have it at home, absolutely love it. You'll also get your blow dryer, your clipper trimmer, your curling iron, and your flat iron. You'll also get 2 mannequin heads. There is a tripod, which you can see on the mannequin on the far right, the brunette, she's standing on that tripod. You will get your shears, of course, and then you also get an iPad. So the iPad comes in place of a textbook. So you'll have online apps for you to follow along with in class. You'll be able to do makeup styles on the iPad. It's a little bit easier to carry around an iPad than it is to carry around a really big, thick textbook, and it was a very thick textbook. So it's a little bit easier to do that, and also a little bit more green because we're not wasting as much paper. We also have an internal messaging app, so you'll have that on your iPad, and you do get to keep the iPad and the whole kit after you graduate our program. So that's very exciting as well.
The kit is usually everybody's favorite part. During core, we actually call it Kitmas because you get to unbox your kit yourself. So you actually get to do inventory and make sure that you have all of the tools that you need for the program. Along the lines with the iPad, we are, as Angela mentioned, very digital based. So you will have your web-based textbook. The exciting thing is it's one textbook and it's only 33 chapters. So once you hit that adaptive level that we talked about, when you're taking your live guests, you're new to the floor, that's when you'll start diving into 1 chapter a week. So you will take 1 chapter test each week. So that's pretty exciting because you get to focus on that chapter, you get to focus on that specialty each week instead of now being in high school and you have multiple textbooks to keep track of. So that iPad is definitely very handy.
Yep, that is very nice. I remember when I was in high school, I was always struggling to get stuff. Well, this doesn't fit in my book bag, so I have to swing by this class. I have to swing by my locker before this class, which is clear on the other side of the building. So it really helps shorten that. You're not stressed about like running to a locker just to get back to class on time. You've got this little tiny iPad that's so much easier to carry along with you. And then we do accept financial aid. On the right, you'll see it's Shantae. She is our financial aid leader. That is all of her contact information. So if you have any questions about financial aid, you can call her, you can email her, kind of text her, whatever is going to be easier for you guys. And then we do actually have a video for you guys. She is unable to make this meeting, but she did record a video just to say hi and hopefully answer some kind of questions for you.
Hi, my name is Shantae. I am the financial aid leader here at Paul Mitchell The School Raleigh. At Paul Mitchell The School Raleigh, our tuition cost is $15,800. And then as far as the kit, it depends on which kits you are required. If you will require all 3 of our kits, it will cost $2,280.55 for an overall cost of $18,080.55. We accept federal financial aid through the FAFSA, which is fafsa.ed.gov, and we also accept VA benefits and school scholarships and outside of school scholarships at beautychangeslives.org. So to complete our FAFSA, please visit your App Store or Google Play Store and download the My Student Aid app. Create your FSA ID and password and use our school code, which is 042047. We can't wait for you to join us here at Paul Mitchell The School Raleigh, and I really hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye.
So that was Shantae, our financial aid leader. Like I mentioned, if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to her. She loves getting to answer questions about financial aid. I know I had a million when I was going through school, so it's absolutely okay to reach out to her. I do have the link for financial aid right above the video, so you can go to them. I highly suggest the app just because it's a little bit easier to kind of mess with it and go through all of that. And then we have what we call professional development within our program. So professional development is a lot of, we'll do resume building, we will do social media classes to teach you how to use social media to enhance your career, how to get jobs and guests and all of that through social media. We've also done interview skills. We'll sometimes do how do you sell product to your guests, because selling product is a great way for you to earn some revenue if you decide to start your own salon. So we will help you through all of that kind of stuff. It tends to be stuff that we've said, you know, this could help our future professionals once they graduate. So we've built it into our program for you guys. We also have career fairs 3 times a year. We're a little interested to see how that's going to go now that we are doing everything virtually, but I know we've got it. We're going to figure it all out. But we'll bring in salons from all over the area, and we've got corporate salons like we have Ulta, we have Great Clips, we've got Sports Cuts, all of those kinds of places. And then we've got the more local ones. So we have Color Salon and Bar, we've had Trinity Salon,
Alter Ego, Poppy Salon. So the great thing about our program is my role is not only admissions leader, but I also assist with placement. So one of our goals for you is to be placed in your career before you graduate. So those that have graduated with us last year, 83% of them were actually placed upon graduation. So I work really hard. We sit down together. We talk about your goals, what you're looking for, what area you want to work in, what type of salon, what product lines that you are interested in. So we work really hard as far as making sure that you are starting the next step of your journey. And we are here to support you throughout that.
And the great thing with that is once you are in the Paul Mitchell network, we're always here to help you. If you reach out to us 5, 10, 20 years from now, and you're just trying to find a new salon that might be hiring, and you are like, this is what I'm looking for in a salon, we can help get you in contact with people. If there's a salon that we don't currently network with, and you're like, oh my God, I love this salon, I have to work here, we can help get you in contact with them and try and be that middleman and help assist you to get to know them a little bit better. And if something happens where we're actually talking with a current future professional who, right after graduation, she found out just moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we're trying to get her in contact with the Oklahoma schools and see if they can help get her in contact with any schools or any salons that might be hiring in that area. So even if you move away from Raleigh, we've got Paul Mitchell schools all over. We can help get you in contact with the closest school to where you end up moving to. We also have guest artists that come in every Tuesday or Monday, depending on if you are in our full-time or our part-time program. So guest artists tend to be, if you come to us and you say, hey, I'd like more information on men's cuts or blonding, we'll reach out to our network and see who we can get to come in for you. Some of our most popular ones are Hanzo Shears. They have taught cutting techniques. They actually did a really cool class the other day on the history of the shears that you use and the anatomy of them. Salon Blue has taught blonding techniques. Poppy Salon comes in all the time. Everybody loves seeing Poppy. So if there is a salon that you just want to see a little bit more, we can also bring them in for guest artists and try and help you build that connection with them as well. And did anybody have any questions? I think so. So go ahead and if you have any questions for us, go ahead and throw those in the Q&A box. I know a question that a lot of people tend to have for us is how does the program work? What will we be learning specifically? So one of the things you'll be learning is every week is a different theme within our program. We do have cutting week, color week, texture week, and spa week. So those will go into, depending on the week, you might be learning a foiling technique, or maybe you're learning a 1-layer cut or the 45-degree angle cut. So we try and mix it up a little bit for you just so it's not the same thing every single day. So we kind of keep you on your toes a little bit. You will be learning in spa week, you'll be learning waxing, tweezing, facials, eyelash extensions, eyebrow tinting, makeup techniques, makeup sanitation, and then manicures and pedicures. So kind of the whole shebang there.
Yes. So, and also, there, like Angela said at the beginning, there are no prerequisites. You don't have to have ever done hair before. Your first week, we start with styling, and it's the basic ponytail, and how can you dress up the ponytail? So even if you've never touched hair before, we will teach you those basics. We guide you throughout the whole program. I know as far as the admissions process goes, you would actually be working with me on that process. And we even have start dates starting next year. So we already have them set. So if you are ready to start looking, I'm here to navigate that with you. We don't require any SAT scores, so we will not require that. Also, the minimum requirement as far as high school goes is that you have received your high school diploma. Everything else, it would be for the Department of Education. They require us to obtain driver's license or ID, your social and application, and we would navigate all of that together. So I'm here as your trusted advisor to get you started with the program. So Paul Mitchell is very easy when it comes to the application process. Typically we can meet and you can have everything turned in within a matter of a couple days. But like I said, I'm here to navigate that process with you. Our financial aid leader, Shantae, is here to answer all your questions. The great thing about FAFSA is once you submit your financial aid, it takes only 5 business days for us to receive it. Then we can let you know what you're eligible to receive. And from there, we game plan together as far as financial aid goes. So.
And every once in a while, we will have certain class starts that do have scholarships available. Our October class actually has, I believe it's one $2,500 scholarship right now. And then hopefully you were able to hear Shantae's video. Beautychangeslives.org is an amazing database for you to go to get scholarships. They have a wide range of scholarships and different application processes for those scholarships. They pull in together all of these cosmetology related scholarships into one place for you. So instead of hopping around to this website, that website, they're all in one place. And we've actually had a lot of luck with beautychangeslives.org. We've had several future professionals get scholarships through them. So I would definitely recommend going through Beauty Changes Lives as well.
That is super helpful. We've actually had graduates in the past that have been awarded anywhere between $4,000 to one girl applied for everything and she was awarded $9,000. So it's definitely a great resource to check out, especially if you're looking at a cosmetology program. I know one question that is usually asked a lot is, okay, I've talked with you, but I haven't graduated high school yet. Can I apply? You can definitely apply. What we can do is we can look at doing a conditional acceptance until you graduate high school. So if you get off this call and you're like, this is where I want to go, contact me and we will get you started. That way we know where you are going before you even end high school. So that's super exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we do have one question. It is the kit covered by financial aid? The kit can actually be covered by financial aid, depending on how much you are awarded. That is an as-needed basis.
Yes. Okay. So, all right. Any other questions for us?
We can wait a few more seconds to see if someone maybe is still typing their question out.
And as you can see behind us, this is our adaptive group. So this is that middle of the road group that's starting to learn everything. They did an awesome haircut last week. In fact, very similar to mine. So what that looks, oh, that's our director and our education leader, but that's our director and our education leader. They're saying hello. We like to have fun. So, but they did an awesome haircut last week. So they actually learned about fading and using the clipper trimmer set, cutting with the razor. So they actually did haircuts similar to mine. Which is fun because I have an undercut all the way around. So you get to learn different things like that. We also have a fashion color line. So on top of blonding and just your typical reds and browns, you will learn about fashion colors. So that's super exciting because who doesn't love purple and pink hair? I know I've had it, so It excites me. I've had every color. So we definitely like to have fun while you learn. So.
Yeah, we definitely like to have fun on that note. We do like to have dance parties break out. The classrooms are very colorful. They're very fun. They've got polka dots or they've got colored walls, and we like to celebrate things. We like to have fun. We don't believe that school has to be this boring place where you're, oh, I gotta go to school again. No, we want you to be excited to be here. We're gonna help try and get you excited to be here.
And every now and then a dance party breaks out.
Yes.
We've been known to do the Cupid Shuffle quite a few times. So our Dean of Paul Mitchell Schools, Wayne Claybaugh, his motto is, if you're not having fun, you're not learning. And that is so true. And that's how our classrooms are designed. As you can see, I talk with my hands. I'm very body kinesthetic. I'm that person sitting in the back of the class that's clicking the pen that everybody's like, oh my gosh, will she stop? But we put toys out on the table during class. So I play with the little slinkies and the stamps and the spinners. We also play music in the classroom. So when you're working on your mannequin, it's not dead silent. Because, I mean, who really likes being silent while working? So there's all these different things that we implement. That was our operations leader. He says hello. We implement all of these things because not everybody learns the same. That is one thing that truly sets us apart, is we recognize not everybody learns the same. You receive information differently. So we like to have fun while you're learning and making sure that you are receiving it the best way possible. So.
Okay, so we can wait another second or so and see if there's any more questions. Well, I guess if there are no more questions, we can go ahead and wrap our call up. And if you guys ever have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to either one of us. We would love to answer any questions or concerns or anything that you guys may have, okay?
And I look forward to hearing from all of you, hopefully. So I am here, I am Brianna. I am in admissions, and I look forward to hearing from all of you. And come join us. Come join Paul Mitchell.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
And thank you, students, for joining us. When you close your window, there will be a quick survey. A quick 4-question survey will appear. Any feedback that you can provide would be greatly appreciated. There are a few more sessions happening at the CACRAO website, CACRAO.org, and the recording of the session will be available at the same website, CACRAO.org. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.